My next guest is coming off a Fight of the Night performance at UFC 252 back on August 15th. It is Tony Kelley joining me here on the program. Tony, how's it going?
What's up? It's going really well.
Yeah, I should mention at the time we're recording this, I know there's a bit of a hurricane warning coming through. How are you holding up?
Oh, we're doing pretty good right now. I thought it was going to be a lot worse here in Shreveport than it is, but so far so good.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time, man. A lot to unpack here as far as that debut. I got to know, though, like, I know the fight was a little bit short notice as far as you fighting Kai Kamaka, but were you expecting that type of war at UFC 252? Because that was just one of the best fights we've seen all year.
I don't know if I was expecting that type of battle right there. I thought he was going to try and take me down a lot more than he did. But yeah, I was excited to engage in that. That was a memorable debut for sure.
And I know you didn't have a ton of time to prepare, but was there anything in the fight that surprised you that maybe you weren't expecting?
That left hook, it was pretty nice. It was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. I've got really good eyes. I feel like I could see things, and he hit it really well. It was quick, great timing on it.
How was it not having the crowd? Because here you are engaging in this awesome fight. I'm sure everyone at home is going nuts, but you're not hearing anything other than the commentators in the corner. So was that something that you even knew about in the fight? Like, was it something you were conscious of, or was it just like, I got to win this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't focus too much on the outside noise in the first place. You know, a job's at hand, and that's what I got to do. But it was a little different because, you know, I like the energy of the crowd. I like coming out and being hype and, you know, and just, I don't know, it kind of gets me going. But, yeah, it was a plus to be able to hear the corners. I mean, I could hear them pretty crystal clear, actually.
What did you learn the most about yourself in that fight?
Oh, man, I already knew everything about myself. You know, I know that I'm willing to dig deeper than a lot of these guys are. I know that I'm going to be there into the fucking last minute of the fight. And I've got that in me. That's what got me here. Now it's time to work on some things, obviously. But, yeah, I think I'm different.
I'd say so, too. Again, incredible performance. And like you said, you probably got a ton of fans after that fight. You know, everyone was talking about it on social media. What was the feedback like? And were you anticipating that after the fight had ended?
No, it was cool. Like, usually you find a bunch of haters, you know, saying one thing or the other. But it was like pretty general across the board that it was a good, exciting fight, and I liked it. There's a lot of positive feedback for a debut on 4 days' notice.
Have you spoken to the UFC since the fight? Like, has your manager been in touch with them? I mean, you got the bonus money, but in general, it's always good to have the boss's approval after a fight like that.
Yeah, actually, I mean, I'm hoping. I don't have any bout agreement yet or any paperwork, so I can't really say, but. My manager has been in contact with him, and they offered me a fight, so we'll see if he takes it.
Okay, interesting. We'll be keeping tabs on that for sure. I wanted to talk about your manager, Matt. I know him quite well. From First Round, he does a really great job of finding talent. Just talk about the process of you signing with First Round earlier this year, and then you get the UFC fight. Like, it's been a crazy year. I mean, it's been a crazy year for everyone, but for you especially, just signing with them, getting the UFC call on short notice. What was that like going through that whole thing?
Man, it was unbelievable, actually, because I had several fights kind of on the horizon. And then obviously COVID happened, and, you know, that halted everybody. And then I had something just kind of come about like the week before I signed with Matt, really. And I was supposed to fight on Fight Pass for CFFC. And so I was kind of just starting to prepare to try to get ready for that, you know. Because, you know, everything's been shut down. But I signed with Matt, and I kid you not, 10 days later, he gives me a phone call, and he's like, hey, man, what are you doing? Here's the funny story. I'm deep into Call of Duty Warzone, Primetime CEO. Any of you guys can get it out there. But, so I'm deep in this game. I see my phone ring. I pick it up, and he's like, hey, man, what are you doing next Saturday? And I was like, well, I don't know. I think I'm going to go here, yada, yada. He's like, hey, you want to fight? You want to fight in the UFC? I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I want to fight. And so it was kind of like a build-up. I had like a week to identify that I may have had a fight in the UFC, but no bout agreement, nothing signed. And then 4 days before the fight, I was kind of like, I don't know if they're even going to call me up, you know. Like 4 days away. And then sure enough, 4 days away, hey, we're flying you to Vegas tomorrow. You're getting all your medicals done, and you are fighting Saturday. So it's just really rapid.
And I know it's been kind of a, tough road, a long road for you to get to the UFC. Just talk about that a little bit, how, everything kind of just worked out in the end with you going to the UFC and getting this awesome fight and, winning some new fans at UFC 252.
Yeah, I had a lot of obstacles in my life. I had to kind of hurdle, and I put a lot of obstacles in my path. I took my foot off the gas, and, I just, I don't know. I just did, and that's what happened. But I regained my focus. Linking back up with Andrea Lee, man, she really motivated me to become my best self, because I see a lot of people, like throughout my travels, I've seen a lot of people, and Andrea works harder than a lot of these people that I see. And it's just super motivating, and it's like, man, I'm not living up to my potential, like she is, definitely. And so it kind of like sparked that fire, and I started working hard again. So thank you, KGB.
That's awesome. I love hearing stories like that. Is this something you're getting used to, being a role model? You mentioned about, long road here. After that fight, I'm sure that you had a lot of people that probably knew you for years and were like, man, you're such an inspiration. How has that been, just sort of being that role model now?
Oh, it's great, and what I like the most about it is because, like, there's only 3 of us from our town, Shreveport, Bossier. And that's Matt Schnell, that's Andrea Lee, and now myself. And it's very cool because, like, the gyms here are getting more, it's more mainstream. There's a really good school here, SMAA. Shout out to Wayne and everybody over there. That's actually where I'm at right now. But a lot of talent, man. A lot of people here they're killers, man. They got skills. They just, it's kind of cool because it's like you get to show these guys like hard work and dedication, just continuing to pursue your path and don't let anything get in your way. And I think it's inspired a lot of people.
Matt posted that really cool video on Instagram of you finding out that you had won the bonus. Take me back to that night when you found that out. And was that something you were expecting? Because obviously the fight was very good, but you never know with Dana and how he's going to handle the bonuses.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I was sweating. I mean, I'm the first fight, I thought it was an exciting fight. I thought it was entertaining for everyone watching. And we left it all out there. So it's really cool to get that bonus. Because it's like we both dug deep and we showed that we want to be there. I mean, it's our debut. We both didn't have a lot of time in preparation for one another. And we just let it all hang out. And those are exciting fights. And being on a card, with DC, Stipe, Sean O'Malley, it's crazy, I was sitting here watching all the fights just sweating, and then my phone rings and I'm like, no, dude, this is crazy. That's
awesome. Yeah. What are you going to do with the money? I know it's kind of fresh as far as you getting it and everything, but putting it in savings, or got any bills to pay, or what are you going to use it for?
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to reinvest it in myself, man. Lots of bills, paying off all these debts I earned getting here, and just keep grinding, man. $50,000 is a lot of money. It's life-changing for me right now, but it does run out, so I've got to be smart with it.
What's the plan for you for the rest of the week with all this hurricane stuff going on? Is there anything you can do? Like, what are you anticipating?
Yeah, not much, man. I'm living in the gym right now. I just want to get better, and every day I'm just focused on that. On the 30th, I'm actually heading out to Vegas. I'm gonna spend about a week down there at the PI, doing some tests and working with the guys down there, and we're just gonna keep building, man.
Looking forward to it. Well, hopefully that bout agreement works out. We'll definitely link up again once that's finalized, Tony. Really appreciate the time today, especially everything going on right now. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you got any sponsors or shout outs, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And thanks everybody for supporting me along this. I've got SMAA to thank, Dement Brothers Boxing here in Bossier City, X Endurance, Performance T. I mean, there's so many people. Andrea, thank you so much. That's all I got. Oh, Tony Kelley MMA, TonyKelley MMA. That's my social media handle for pretty much everything. So check me out, follow me on this journey.